Hey Jing,
Hello.
nice to meet
Hey,
you.
how are you?
Good.
So welcome to Osprey. Let's get inside.
Perfect.
The first thing I want to show you guys is our trademarks. So we have 6 trademarks so far. Osprey Electronics is for crypto mining products. Osprey Life is for smart home products, and Green Jokina is for water cooling products. We also have Flying Osprey, Ingenious Safety, and Ingenious Spots for different kinds of products. Here is my office, and I graduated from UCLA Anderson School of Management, and also I have the Cisco certificate, CCIE, which you guys may know that's an acronym for Cisco Certified Internet Experts. I have 2 CCIE certificates. This is a very early one. My number is 4578, which any network engineer should know. It's a very early stage internet engineers. So this room we have our engineers and our other workers working here. Say hello, Duke. Hello. Okay, and then we have our meeting room, but we convert it into a workroom. We also have different products over here, and we not only do crypto mining, but we also do water cooling and smart home. So you can see those are the IMA for AIO water cooling products, and then we have some of those smart home products over here, and we also have more water fittings and other water cooling products on this side. But mostly those are for RMA and for some special customer needs. We have our warehouse in Amazon, in Walmart, and we're selling globally for those products. So we have also very interesting, we have a helium based LoRaWAN products.
Helium?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, so we are the certified vendor for helium. Okay, pretty much that's.
So the helium hotspots?
Yes.
Okay.
So, do you want to have interview over here?
Yeah, let me get the tripod set up.
Mm-hmm.
What board is this?
Oh, this is our secret weapon.
Secret weapon? Hide it. Camera can't see it.
I can show you during the interview. I will introduce this board to you.
Okay.
How many layers you can guess?
Ooh, it's thick, huh? I don't know.
32 layers.
32 layers.
Yes.
Okay.
4 FPGA. They have a high bandwidth link mesh.
Okay.
This is 100. This is
100 gig or?
No, this 10 gig.
10 gig.
10 gig. Okay.
10 gig SFP.
Yes.
Okay.
And the power is on this side.
Yep. So was that 5, 8 pins?
6 pin. 8 pin. This is 8 pin.
Yeah. Okay. 8 pin. Yeah. 5 8 pin.
And also it has totally 6 FPGA on it. 4 big ones.
Okay.
And 2 small FPGAs.
What's it going to be used for?
Those are used for AI.
AI. Okay. Cool.
So because one board is not enough.
Yeah.
So we trunk them together.
So Jing, thanks for having me out here today. If you want to hop into it, I have a few questions, of course. So.
You want to start or you start?
Yeah, it's recording, so
right,
we're kind of
cool.
I can just start whenever we want to start. But
yeah, sure.
Thanks for having me out. So I just wanted to come out. You're in Plano, Texas area, or
Yes.
Dallas, Texas area, and I'm in the Texas area, so I was able to get up here this weekend and take a look at everything.
So nice to meet you.
You too. You came from California. Was that where Osprey was founded?
Yes.
Okay.
So we were in California before I moved to Texas, but we have a small presence in California because the company we have still a California company.
Okay.
So
and which one is that?
It's Ingenious Technology.
Ingenious Technology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Osprey Electronics is a DBA of Ingenious Technology.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So that's a DBA of Ingenious Technology.
Yes.
And then that DBA is registered in Texas?
Yes.
Okay.
And also Ingenious Technology is also registered in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have, obviously, I think we saw on the way in, there's like 6 different companies total.
No, those are trademarks.
Trademarks, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, so 6 different trademarks, and those all have different products tied to them, right?
Yes.
And so I'm kind of trying to get my head around everything here, because mining's a very small portion of what you guys do, right?
Well, it's an important portion.
It's an important portion, yeah.
Yes.
But you also have smart home.
Yes.
You have the water cooling for PCs.
Correct.
Both AIO as well as custom parts as far as
Yes.
that's concerned.
And also we have the IT infrastructure.
IT infrastructure, yep. Okay. Which I got to see some of that cool stuff over at the, I guess, the other warehouse. So
yes.
That was neat. And I'm actually excited about it because there was some stuff that I could utilize at my day job over there that I saw. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So what got you into crypto mining?
Oh, I got in crypto mining very early, since 2013. So we started I heard about the crypto, like Bitcoin, around 2012. And then I worked with my friends to bought some chips. There's a company make the ASIC chips, very early stage. Mm-hmm. So we made our own an ASIC box for the Bitcoin boxes. We built our own boxes around 2013 and 2014 timeframe. Mm-hmm. And we start to mine Bitcoins around that time.
Nice, very early.
Yes, so then I started a company trying to make the Bitcoin machines around 2018. So we get the funding, but because the Bitcoin price crashed beginning of 2018, so I decided to pivot to FPGA direction. That's the reason. That's the time we get into FPGA mining.
When was that?
Beginning of 2018.
Okay.
Yeah. So we started to make those FPGA boards. So the one we are selling is the 3rd generation.
Okay. So that brings up the question I had, which was, you have assembly here, which we went and toured, right? And
yes.
We have the obviously the offices here as well, so 2 locations in the Dallas area.
Yes.
But you do have manufacturing done in Vietnam, is that correct?
Yeah, so let me make it more clear.
Okay.
So there are multiple components of the E300.
Yeah.
So the FPGA chip is from Xilinx. That was made in Taiwan. Right?
Okay, yeah.
And then we have the board. The SMT is done in Vietnam.
Okay.
It's a factory called Fushan, and it's a Foxconn factory.
Yeah.
And they make Nokia cell phone, and they make a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a very high-end facility. They don't do business with small companies. And then we have the shell, and we have the fans, we have the cables. Those are from China. So we're quite proud, in terms of the quality we build on the product. The PCB is manufactured in China, a factory called Shenan factory. That's one of the best PCB manufacturer in the world. And then we source all the components, from Japanese for the capacitors.
Yeah.
And those inductors are very special made for mining purpose because we need a very high current. Those are special designed inductors.
Okay.
Yeah. So we also made those big heat sinks from China.
Okay.
It's a special design that I think you may took a picture.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So it has
the
a
expansion
copper
chamber.
Yes, it has a heat pipe. Those are working very well, for our FPGA mining.
Yeah. And you're looking at moving into immersion with the FPGA as well?
No, that's only for some of the special needs.
Okay.
For our most common products, we will still using air cooling.
Yeah.
And with the big heatsink. That one work very well so far.
Good, good. And then, so where does all of the, I know you have like, there's the engineering side for the physical components and all of that, but a big part with the FPGA is the bit stream, and so the programming for that and the development there. Where is that done?
So we have some of them like engineer in US, but my majority engineer is in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have like 7 engineers working on bit streams, and we get the best talent from Vietnam, and I'm proud of their skills, proud of their dedications.
Yeah.
We not only do bit streams, but we also do water cooling technology, and also do smart home technology, and also we are developing IT infrastructure products.
Yeah.
So the engineers we hired are very talented and working extremely hard. So I'm proud of the team.
So when it comes down to the mining side of things, because I want to get all the big questions out of the way, there's within cryptocurrency mining, right, there's always this question of like, as far as FPGA manufacturing goes and ASICs as well, what is the business practice as far as how much mining is done in development before it's released to the public? Does that make sense?
So you mean like whether we mine ourselves before?
Right,
Like we don't do much, so we really like trying to test those like our bit streams.
Yeah.
And sometimes like we work with other partners, trying to like special build some bit stream for certain customers.
Yeah.
But for our self, we need to like write the bit stream, test it out.
Yeah.
And we need to release to our customers.
And what does a typical timeline look like on a bitstream development and release?
Well, normally it takes a long cycle.
Okay.
Okay, so it took us more than a year to write the Ethereum bitstream.
Okay.
And it took us like more than half a year to write the. We released the Ironfish. And also, our platform is open for other companies to write bitstream on our platform. We have community developers, Wi-Fi, K1, and a few other great developers.
Yeah.
So for our then we have the kaspa. The kaspa really, like we are the early guys in the kaspa FPGA mining.
Yeah.
I think that made our name in that area.
It was, yeah. KAS's made a lot of names in FPGA as well as ASICs with Ice River and so on.
So we view this like the FPGA is in the middle of CPU, GPU, and ASIC.
Yeah.
So it's not easy to write bitstream, and it took a lot of efforts, a lot of experience. So it's not like something like very easy to turn it on to run these programs.
But you're working on something to make that easier, right? Or at least for the end user?
And yes, exactly. So there are two pieces. One is write bitstream. It takes a long time.
Yeah.
But the other part is for the end user, if they want to run the FPGA mining, it used to take a lot of time to set up the box, run the program. So we actually develop our boxes as turnkey solution.
Okay.
So turn on the box, and it will load the bitstream itself, and then you can configure like which crypto you want to mine and put the wallet there, put the pool address there. It will mine automatically.
Okay.
And even you reboot that, and it will continue mining.
Make it a lot easier.
Also, not only that, we also built a central management system. So essentially, as long as you configure or enable the central management system, you can monitor your box anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
We have a GUI, and it will show the temperature of the chip, what crypto you're mining, and you can change the wallet address, and you can also monitor, like change the fan speed, and all those like related management job.
So some of the frustrations that I think it comes from the actual home mining side of things, or the mining side of things, from the people that are running the equipment and stuff like that, is by the time bit streams get to them, the profitability's kind of disappeared, right?
Yeah.
And that's a big frustration, I think, across the board, and that's ASICs included, right? You have these big kaspa ASICs launch, and then the profitability's through the roof on the calculators, and then by the time they get shipped out and everybody has them, the difficulty spikes on the network, all that sort of stuff. Do you get a lot of frustration from customers and clients?
Yes, we do. So a few things we do, like we're trying to help our customers. The first thing is we normally like don't do like a pre-order. So when we release a product, we have those boxes in-house. So we're ready to ship.
Yeah.
So that means like when one example is when kaspa box was released, the profit was very high. But when they shipped the box and when they started actual mining, the profitability dropped a lot.
Yeah.
For us is whenever you out the box, normally we ship within 1 week.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one side. The second one is it's really about our capability of speed to market.
Yeah.
So essentially, our company actually don't have the bitstream development team in-house. Before, like last year, we developed the Ethereum bitstream, but then we decided to focus our engineering on make a better hardware, the firmware side. So, and we did not make bitstreams for 1 year or 1.5 year. Then we decided to rebuild the team to kind of focusing on speed to market, to really rolling out the bitstreams as fast as can. So we built the team last year. So we actually be able to write bitstreams really quick now. So we accumulated a lot of IP. Like we have all kinds of hash. Like we already wrote it in the like RTL code.
Yeah.
So then, when the new algorithm come out, we can just combine them together. So we'll make it faster and faster.
Is it easier to develop a bitstream for a crypto that's been forked, like say a fork of kaspa or a fork of Ironfish or something like that?
Yes, that's kind of like we can like make some modification on existing bitstreams to make it fast.
Got it. And what's the timeline on that look like compared to the timeline on like a full development? Like you said, about a year for
well,
Ironfish
it's
and
like
sometimes
sometimes for those small changes, we can get done in a month or even a few weeks. So that's kind of like a special. Those are very special case.
What do you have any? Like, are there any standards you follow as far as like when do you make the decision to say, okay, we're going to do a bitstream for this project? Is there an amount of volume, a market cap that you have? Is there something? What do you look at when you're determining?
Well, be honest with you, those are decisions not like to my level. I don't mostly make those decisions. My engineering team and they make those make those decisions. From my standpoint, I really want to focus on a few things. One is I want to make the best quality hardware in the industry and provide great customer service. The third one is I want the team to roll out the bitstreams ASAP. And so they come up. So they rolled out a bunch of kaspa like variants. Like I think one of them is a Walla.
Your Walla hash?
Yeah, WALA. I don't know that one. Another one is HOOSAT or something. I'm not exactly like maybe to get the name correct. Okay, so but I think from my business perspective, I want them to really focusing on something that is more long term.
Right.
and focusing on something.
But that's a difficult thing within
It's like-
FPGA because if, at least from
There-
what I've seen in
Yeah.
the crypto market and the mining market, if FPGAs get developed, ASICs are right knocking on the door,
Yes.
usually, right?
Yes. So a few things we can do. One is we can really speed. We have the Ironfish.
Uh-huh.
The Ironfish is not running at the full speed yet.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing the team to really speed up the Ironfish,
Okay.
to maximize the bandwidth, maximize the performance. And then we have the Ergo. So I want the team to roll out the Ergo. I don't know the name of the algorithm.
Autolicos.
Yes. Okay. So I want to roll out that. So that's kind of like a long-term project.
You think like Ironfish and Ergo have long-term staying power for FPGA?
Yes, it uses HBM.
That's because of the memory requirement, right?
Yes, and then I want the team to focus on something that use the maybe not big size memory, but small size memory, something like equal hash algorithms. There are a bunch of coins over there. Well, still, like we be able to like tackle some new coins based on like some of them are fork from kaspa. Okay, so we are looking into like taking advantage of our existing code to roll out those algorithms.
Yeah. Do you have any fear of Ergo or Ironfish forking the algorithm to kick FPGA off?
I think from we start the FPGA mining until now, we roll out more than like 20 different algorithms. So they are always up and down and change in the industry. So we get used to it. So it's not something new to us. So we already go through so many different coins over the years.
But in those two, in particular, you had said like more long-term outlook on those two. I was just curious if there is some sort of expectation from your team that might eventually happen on those networks, right?
Yes, we do expect changes, and that's the reason we need a very fast to react to the market.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And what about ProgPal? Progressive proof of work, like Raven coin.
Well, that's a coin that's not easy to run on FPGA. So
why is that?
Yeah, so they did a lot of like floating point. I believe some of the algorithms which are not really good running at FPGA. So many people, like I know some industry guys, they do not want the ASIC. They dislike FPGA.
Yeah.
So we totally respect their thinking and totally respect their doing. But if you think about how to do a ASIC resistant, you have to really know technology.
Right.
Some of them, FPGA has limitations.
Right.
Some of them, they don't. So, so what we do is we just focus on what we're good at.
Yeah.
And some of the coins are FPGA friendly, and some of them are not, right? So from our standpoint, we're just focusing on something that we can do, something we're good at.
Yeah. And then as far as FPGAs go, it's not just crypto mining that you're interested in, right? You're kind of going beyond that with the IT infrastructure. So it's not your sole purpose. And give me an idea, like I'm an infrastructure guy, I'm a systems engineer. So give me an idea, like on the IT infrastructure side, what are the applications for FPGA?
So, well, let me show you one of the board we have. Okay.
Yeah.
Those are very sophisticated board than the crypto mining board. This one has 4 FPGA on one board, and I also have 2 more small FPGA for control purpose.
Okay.
So this one board has 6 FPGA, and also it has 32 layers.
Okay. So explain to everybody, what does 32 layers mean? Why is that significant?
Okay, so because it has like so many components, you need to run the wires, collect them, interconnect them, and because you cannot run so many wires on one layer. So there are so many wires underneath. So that's the reason we need 32 layers. Some layers for power.
And you're talking about the thickness of the PCB, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So and some of the layers for the high-speed link between the FPGAs.
Yeah.
Some of them had the signal layers.
And this particular unit has 10 gig SFPs on it.
Yes.
You got 5 8-pin PCIe power.
Yes.
And what is something that would be utilized for?
This one, and we designed for infrastructure, IT infrastructure. We can run database on it.
Okay.
We can run like static, like web server on it.
Okay.
And we can run firewall on it. We can run spam filter on it. And the one we're really working hard on is running the LLM, large language model on those FPGAs.
Okay, that'd be cool. So getting into the AI space as well.
Yes.
How difficult is it to run a large language model on FPGA?
It's a big project.
Yeah.
A tremendous effort.
What are some of the I guess pitfalls? What are some of the barriers to doing it?
And there are a few barriers. One is all the code normally is written by CUDA, and there's a transformer.
Yep.
So we have to code all those stuff in RTL. It's very different language.
Right.
So we have to write from scratch.
Got it.
Yeah. So we have to write in the code like.
And NVIDIA's kind of got the market as far as AI goes because of CUDA, right?
Yes.
That's a closed language for them specifically.
That's the entry, but also we have to be like maximize the performance. And the FPGA are different from GPU.
Yeah.
So in order to maximize the performance, we really have to redesign the data flow, redesign all the bottom layer.
Well, one of the biggest issues with FPGA is availability, right?
Okay.
And manufacturing at scale.
Yes.
GPUs have large manufacturing at scale. ASICs have increased in scale as far as that goes. But it would be use case that influences being able to manufacture at scale, right? So the more use cases there are for FPGAs, the more likelihood of FPGA being able to scale in manufacturing, right?
That's exactly why we combine crypto mining with IT infrastructure.
Right.
If you go to DigiKey or Mauser and looking for the price of one FPGA, you'll be shocked.
Yeah.
It's like a $50K, $50,000 per FPGA.
Yeah.
We buy FPGA in volume because we develop. So there are two advantages if we do the business this way. One is we have a volume business, so we can get very good discount.
Yeah.
The second one is we can leverage our experience of the engineer. The cost to develop a FPGA engineer is huge. It's not easy. So we can really help us funding our IT infrastructure development. So we develop those engineer talents. And then we use those skills for multiple different projects.
Right.
So that's not always like a crypto project, right? We can use the same engineer skills for IT infrastructure projects.
Okay. Got you.
And also, not only that, we also develop the firmware for the FPGA box. Those firmware can be used for the boxes in IT.
The control boards?
Yes.
That are, because for those that are not aware, essentially you have the Osprey E300, for example, the FPGA boards are interchangeable. It doesn't necessarily have to be the exact same board across all of them. There's 3 boards per unit, right?
Yes.
And then there has to be a control board, which is telling the FPGA boards what to do.
Yes.
So that's a separate piece.
Not only like tell the FPGA what to do communication, but also it will be able to load the bitstream.
Right.
Which is a hassle for normal user to handle.
Right.
So normally people have to manually load the bitstream, then run the program.
Right, like I have some of the FK33s.
Yes.
I'll put that into like basically a USB hub. I will load Ubuntu, and then I have to go through and manually load the bitstream on each one of the FPGA units to get them to run, right?
Yeah.
So I think at this point they've done, like K1's done a great job at being able to communicate with multiple per unit or per OS.
But
so it's
our
gotten
box,
a little bit better, but
those tasks are out of your scope.
right.
So it's all controlled, managed, and done by the control board. So you just need to turn on the box, and it will load the bitstream itself. Then it will run the mining.
Yeah.
And the only thing you need to do is go to the menu, go to the GUI to enter the wallet address,
Right.
the algorithm, and it will start to run.
Yep. Awesome. Okay.
And not only that, it also has the OTA feature. Feature is old air upgrade. So if we want to release a new bitstream, there's no need to really kind of like download the stuff and run again to practice. No, we will go through. It will have the automatically firmware upgrade and update the algorithms. So you can just drop down the menu and choose the new algorithm, start to mine.
That'll be awesome. Okay. So, what I'm always impressed with, like just shipping, manufacturing, all this type of stuff. You do a lot of it, like with the smart home stuff. Obviously, with the water cooling. Seems like you've been doing it a long time. You've even moved it over.
Will be extremely happy if there's a very good factory in US.
Yeah.
There's no such factory in US. Okay.
Right.
The reality is the SMT factory are in China or in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And so we used to manufacture everything in China. But I decided to go to Vietnam because we have better talent pool. Also, we get the high-end Foxconn factory. They're willing to work with us. But happen that factory is in Vietnam.
Yeah.
So we did the SMT in that factory. It's very high quality. I think that's the feedback from our customer is our hardware is always very good quality.
Do you have any concerns about tariffs with the new administration?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And so we actually want to move more stuff to Vienna.
Okay.
Yeah. So
because the tariffs will be higher in China than in Vietnam,
well, I think
presumably.
I think ideally, if we have some choices in US to help us manufacture, we'll be willing to take those opportunities.
Yeah.
So
and there's benefits to you do the assembly here because there's tax benefits, etc. to assembling here, or no?
There's no benefits.
No benefits.
No benefits.
Why do you assemble in the U.S. then?
Yeah, because the laws, local law in Vienna, they are not allowed to manufacture crypto boxes over there.
Okay, so no crypto mining there.
Yeah. So
do you know why that is?
Nope, that's a company country policy. So
on the IT infrastructure side, though, you could have them assemble there.
So, well, be honest with you, I'd rather to have everything assembled over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look, made in USA not always a basic marketing term anymore.
Yeah.
Fast beyond that. Okay. So but we do have designed and those talents technology in US, which we're proud of.
Yeah.
And we do marketing and we do logistics in US. Okay.
So yeah, that's a good question. What does your workload look like? How many employees do you have? How many of them are stateside and how many of them are in Vietnam?
So we have about 25 to 30. Sometimes we have very
contractors and stuff?
Yes. So we have about 20 in Vietnam.
Okay.
And the rest of in US.
Okay.
So essentially, our approach is, look, in the crypto technology, the world for the mining side, the mining company died. Squirrel, bankrupted.
Yep.
And the Taiwan TUL, they get out of this business. Okay, so it's not a very lucrative business. And we need to survive.
Yeah.
Okay, and there are two ways we can survive around the up-down cycles of crypto. The first way is we really control our cost.
Okay.
We do things in a very thrifty way. Okay. The second one is we have other business, and we have water cooling business. We have a smart home business. So even we have downtimes of crypto mining, we still be able to survive.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important for this industry is you have to have continuous support for the product.
Right.
When we're selling our E300 boxes, we are guaranteed to our customers saying that, hey, we need to continue to support our product for long term.
Yeah.
That's something like, I think those two things our customers should be focusing on. One is the quality of the product.
Yeah.
The second one is the continuous technology support, the bitstream support, go ongoing.
Well, and that does speak to your company for sure, that you've been functioning throughout this bear market, because we have seen, I've seen it a lot. I've been doing this for a long time now, over a decade, and I've been focused on the mining industry, and it is much more likely, the amount of businesses that disappear in a bear market is astronomical, right? They just kind of, you're kind of like, okay, well, what happened to that company, or what happened to that blockchain, what happened to that crypto, and they just disappear, and that happens a lot.
So we already went through 2 cycles.
Yeah.
Up and down 2 cycles, and we will continue operate the same way.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are not marketing like for where we're coming from. We're marketing our reliability of our hardware and our excellent customer support.
Yeah.
Okay. That's our focus.
Yeah.
And also continuation of our bitstream development.
Well, awesome. Thanks for having me out. Is there anything you wanted to cover, like that I may have missed or anything like that?
And well, I think I want to talk about a little bit of our water cooling business.
Okay.
And also our smart home business.
Yeah, so the water cooling side of things, I like to do custom PC builds. I was showing you that a little bit earlier. And I didn't even know you did custom loop parts, so you have like the fittings.
Yes.
And I assume tubing as well, or
yes, tubing, fittings, pump.
Yeah.
And AIO.
Okay.
And also we have the water block on the CPU.
Yeah.
So we have the full set.
Do you do any water blocks for GPUs at all?
And we are like we don't have the product yet.
Okay.
And we try to develop one, but I decided not to. So we need to continue to fine tuning the product. So those are not in production yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So and also the GPU, also kind of a new one coming out. So it's difficult to catch.
And a lot of different board partners.
Yes, but
PCB designs.
Yes.
You know, all that. Yeah.
So and we are also like have our own like thermal paste. That product has a great review on Amazon. You can check it out.
Cool.
Very high quality.
Nice.
So we use those thermal paste for all our FPGA products.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So that you use your own thermal paste for all that. Yes. Well, that also probably helps you stay frugal and all that as well too, right?
Exactly.
Which is part of the strategy. So that's really smart. I like that.
And so because we get into the water cooling business is because we did so much research on the FPGA cooling.
Yeah.
So we decided, hey, why not we just get into this business?
Yeah, that's really neat. So on the pump side, what kind of pump, what parts are in there?
And we have like a different sizes pump. Okay, so you can go to our website to check it out.
Okay.
It's called jokina.io.
Okay.
It has all kind of like
different parts and all
different parts.
Because for the most part, I just always buy like a D5 pump, and I put that like in every build.
Yeah, that one we have, but we also have the pump with a small like tank of the water tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Combo.
So combo. We have different types, size of the combo.
Yeah.
Tank. Okay. So,
cool. All right. And then on the smart home thing is something you started more recently?
And we started smart home since 2022.
Yeah, and you were showing me all the products. I mean, right here, maybe we can get a clip of it. You have the
curtain track.
The curtain track, which opens and closes your curtains for you. And you have the little push button. I don't know if it's on the table here, but you have
it's
the
over
little.
There.
Okay, the little push button.
Yes.
Obviously the helium miners, but that's going to be like more IoT stuff, or well, not smart home, but still you could integrate that into there.
Yes, that's one of the plans we want to integrate. Is it has long distance coverage.
Yeah.
So it can like especially for those countryside houses.
Yeah.
They can collect all the like devices outside the house.
Yeah, and you were looking at doing. You said you had smart locks as well.
Yes, we are developing smart lock and a few other like a smart sprinkler. A few other ones still under development.
So a sprinkler system.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be really neat. Okay, cool.
So our goal is we want to have, we already have the phone app, so we want to have one app on the phone to control
it all.
most of the stuff in-house.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Do you think that crypto could ever be integrated into smart home devices? Do you think there's a potential for that?
Well, I think one of the things we're looking at is we're looking at do a FPGA decentralized infrastructure project.
Okay.
So essentially, we are able to trunk all the FPGA computing power for some special purpose.
Okay.
Let's say for a decryption project.
Yeah.
And let's say for a gene sequencing project. So,
Okay.
so those are ones that we are looking into that. But
Yeah.
we have some of the stuff like top level job done. And we may look into expanding in those areas later this year, but we already have so many projects on the ground.
Yeah,
so-
I know. It's pretty
so,
crazy, especially for how small your team is, the amount of
Yes.
stuff you guys do here.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive, but I think that's all I had. Were there any other smart home devices that I'm missing that we didn't talk about? I know there was the one.
I do think so,
for-
but you may check it out.
Where's the website for that?
Osprey.life.
Osprey.life. Okay,
Yes, you
so
have
there's
everything.
Osprey.life. There's the Osprey.io for the electronics, right?
OspreyElectronics.io.
.io. Okay, OspreyElectronics.io. The water cooling's at Drakina.io.
Yes.
And what about IT infrastructure? If people are getting interested in any of the projects you offer.
We haven't officially released, but we will have a website for that.
Okay.
But we also have a power chip business.
Okay.
So it's called OspreyMicro.com.
Okay.
So we also sell power chips.
Awesome. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Okay.
And what do power chips do?
Well, you have all the power chips on those PCB boards, the
Okay.
components. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you, Gene.
Oh, a special thank you
Super
for driving
nice to
all the
meet you.
way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time.
See you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Excellent.
thank you. That was fun.
Yeah.
Let me get the lav mic off you.